Have the Conservative Party lost the working class?
I mean, look, Patrick, it's completely undeniable that in Brexit-backing areas of, the likes of Dover, Blackpool, Medway, Airwash and Stoke, you've seen Labour do quite well. Undeniable. It has done well, and that's in the backdrop, of course, Patrick, of their worst general election results since the 1930s. So it's no small feat. They should be proud as punch. But let's not forget, Patrick, that a general election is a totally different beast, right? When you're talking not about potholes and public services, but you're talking instead about who's in number 10. And fundamentally, I don't reckon voters up here and in other parts of the country, the so-called Red Wall, like Slippery Starmer KC, right? He spent years telling me, Patrick, that Boris Johnson was a liar. Well, I tell you what, Sir Keir Starmer is lucky that his nose doesn't grow each time he lies, or he'd be in the Guinness World Book of Records by now. So whilst it's undeniable, as I say, that Sunak has done bad, he's no longer Dishi Rishi and he's more snookered Sunak, I don't deny that for a second, but I've got a list here, Patrick, of pledges that Sir Keir Starmer's made, right, and rolled back on. He told her that as a matter of principle, goes in what you've just been talking to Dr. Gurlis about earlier. He told us that as a principle, you shouldn't make money from ill health. Now he reckons that private involvement in the NHS is a good thing. He said he would scrap university tuition fees. That's popular with the Corbynistas of the world. Of course, now he's saying, no, we can't do that. It would be insanely expensive. He said he fought against HS2. Now he says the Labour Party's all for it, always has been. And he said he would bring in the same self-ID trans radicalism as Nicola Sturgeon did in Scotland. Let's remind viewers that would have brought in a double rapist in a female prison. It did bring in a double rapist into a female prison. Now he says he wouldn't bring in those pledges. And of course, then the ultimate thing for me, Brexit, right? He said that actually he would be the architect of Labour's second referendum campaign. And now the Lib Dems are apparently saying that as support for the Labour Party in any hung parliament, they would make it a prerequisite, Patrick, that we reopen the Brexit talks. So while Sunak isn't great, you cannot trust a single word that comes out of Slippery Starmer's mouth, right? He is a total liar, and I know that's a strong word, but he is, and I don't think voters up here will trust the bloke as far as they can throw him.